Runaway robot.
Ooh, hi guys. Welcome back. It's been a long day, man. It has been a long day. I've been doing Dungeons and Dragons stuff for 7 hours today already. It's been a good one. So while I kind of get set up over here, I'm gonna, turn off some of the stuff that we already have going for the the other stream, like the weight of a stomach. I'm gonna remove that real quick because unless I need to know that for a horror one-shot, right? That'll be fun. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the show today. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. We're going to be looking at some of these things, right? Where is this? Ah, yes, this map here. Okay, we're going to look at this. I might have to buy this today, but we'll talk about that in a second. So, hi, how are you? T-Kitty, what's up? Things I did want to do, and I did say I was going to do at the end of the show. I'd like to thank everyone who did do all of the things during the stream. Sorry, I have off the all of the notifications and things like that while we do the actual show. They're back on now. All Twitch notifications are back on. So thank you very much for Kimma22 for the resubscription for 6 months. 6 months! 6 months resubscribed. Enjoy your brand new badge. Mr. Stephen Lee also hosted today. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate that. Nolan subscribed with a tier 1. Thanks, buddy. And then he went and gifted a sub to Karmagen. Karma, welcome officially to the Salt Factory. Welcome, welcome. Your robot is under construction. Both of you enjoy your brand new sub badges and your emotes. Shemap here. What? Shemappa Hero? Shima is what I'm going to say this is. Thank you for the follow, and Ricky35, thank you for the follow as well. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the show and you come back for all of the things that we do on this channel. But right now, we're going to talk about horror one-shots. I'm going to get my document up that we had started, sort of. I think I have one thing on that document. Let me find that real quick. Halloween one-shot prep 2018. All right. Cool. So let me bring up the document here. This is what this looks like currently. We don't have a whole lot on it. We just had an idea from a previous DM prep stream. This was tossed out, I believe, by Karma. So Karmagen, thank you for this little suggestion here. And we're gonna talk about this. I'm gonna make sure all of this stuff is up. Okay, cool. So let me we're gonna go back to my main page here, so I can get this. Let me get out of this game. Exit game. Let me reopen this in our new game here. It turns off the music too, guys. Sorry. Hopefully the Halloween one shot has the same music list in here. It should. Oh shoot, I'm under the wrong account. Real quick, hang on. Sorry, guys. I have 2 accounts through Roll20 now, so we can actually use the music. And so all of my DM rolls and stuff behind the screen, you can't see anymore as a viewer. We basically just have a viewer bot account is what I've made. So you guys can experience the whole game through that. Oh, this is not how I want this. Chat avatars are names only. I want none of these, no video or audio. Okay, cool. There we go, it's resetting. Sorry about that, chat. Just put the Monster Mash on repeat. Oh my god. We do the mash. They do the Monster Mash. They do the mash. It was a graveyard smash. Oh, well, currently it doesn't have any music here, so that sucks. Jeez. All right, well. Is there even a way to search on these things? Because I had all of that already made. Now I'm sad. Chat, now I'm actually sad. I only need 1 track for this currently. Now I know I actually have to like remake this. So there's that. So that's good. What was that one called? The one I just had on. Ooh. Ooh. I don't remember. It's down here somewhere. Maybe just use peaceful moments. Oh, wait, where's the Gwent track? Hang on. Where's the Gwent track? There it is. All right, we're using that. That's happening for the rest of the stream. You're welcome, chat. You're welcome. There we go. Oh, man, this thing is so empty currently. Great. Let's talk. Shall we, chat? Oh, was that one yours, Taishran? Cool. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. This is one of the ideas. So things that we kind of want this to look like. The ideas that I'm kind of tossing around my head is like an 80s body horror thing with a mix of Scooby-Doo. Right? It's a little loud. Turn this down. That's kind of what we want this to be a little bit. What is the criteria? Horror themed. Sort of, yeah. So we're just coming up with ideas. So things that I'm like, things that I like. I like corrupt and gross like officials, people of power. Cults are fun. Or we can do a like traditional like Monster Hunt or something like that, right? What level of play is this? It's not decided yet. I'm tossing around the idea of either 3 or 5. And it depends on what thing we do, right? If we wanted to make like it like a Monster Hunt or something like that, we'll probably do them a little higher level so we can do interesting monsters. But if it's something like Cult Fanatics or like this one up here, the Gatsby-esque Party, right? And maybe we don't go with Chaotic Lich, we do something else. Like, oh, it's a Gatsby-esque party, but it's actually a cult party. Right? Could just be a cult party or something like that. And that could be like, oh, maybe they're like level 3 or something. He has a pet Tarrasque? No, I don't think so. I'm not looking to do that. We want to give it like a good Halloween-y feel, right? Like, even if it's just like stupid, like, oh, bright red blood sprays everywhere, even though that's not what blood actually looks like, and it's very like Quentin Tarantino in its ways, you know? And that's okay. That's fun. I think that's fun. It doesn't need to be like dark and gritty and like gruesome and things. I don't need that. I don't need that in a game for this. I like horror comedy because I don't like horror. I don't enjoy it. How about investigating a series of murders, desiccated corpses, clues point to the mayor, a morbidly obese man. It turns out he's been eating his victims' organs. Jeez. I think once you make him obese, it's a little on the nose, but you could do that too. So, yeah, I mean, we could do that. We could make them the investigators, right? Can make him an investigator. Can make the whole group oh, okay. I like this. The party is a group of investigators sent by the crown, right? They're like Crown's Guard investigators. They're investigating the disappearances of, wow, I can't spell disappearance to save my life, apparently. The disappearances of subjects, caravans, trade, merchants, and eventually, right, like, let's call it like, Oh, but like, do you want to like make it like a prince or something goes missing? A pet tentacle monster? Fluffy won't like it. Yeah, and an aboleth. Aboleths are fun, but not an aboleth. Okay. Investigators is a cool idea, but a lot of work to make work. You need to kind of make sure they can't get stuck in the plot. Yeah, like it always has to be moving forward. But I think this is a good place to start, right? I think this is a good place to start. And eventually, I mean, like, let's just call it right now a visiting dignitary to, what do we call this? What do we call the place? It's going to be like a town or a village. Let's call it a town that has like a lord and lady. So like they own part of this land and they work this land for the crown. What do we call this? I kind of want to make it like, I mean, it can be like, something that's like super. I don't want to make them vampires. Like I don't want to make them vampires. But like name Van something or name Vaughn something. Name. We could even go Spanish and make them Day something. Tombville, Habersham. Cause you guys are like, here's scary stuff. Smash, smash, smash. Here you go. Names. Princess Dogwalker. I like that. They can walk. They can't wander off to the desert instead of going back to a base like they're supposed to. I mean, you can do it in your game. You can do whatever you want. That's the thing about one shots. Generally, I don't railroad my players, but we're gonna provide a lot of diverging pathways that all happen to lead back to the same place. That's how you do one shots. Welcome to the happy town of Happysville. Yeah. Make it something very mundane, like something that just like doesn't mean a whole lot of anything, right? Smithsville. Cooperville. Let's go to Don John's here real quick. We'll just do a random generator and see what it comes up with. Maybe it'll give us some spark us some Sanguila. Oh my god. These are events. I want not random dungeon. Where's the thought they had random. Random town generator. Here we go. There we go. We're gonna call it like a large town. Environment somewhere like in a mountain or something. Sure, it's. I don't think it has walls except for the keep, and it can be near a river. How about that? Ormland. Here, you know what? We'll go to the page for this. Oh no, it's not there. Hang on a second. Here we go. So Ormland, Mayo Bluff, Boo Pool, Falarith, Camlonde, Boo Pool, Carefy. Ooh. Tormredalder. Tormredalder. Bigglefharb. Greystone. I mean, that's the easy one, right? Caber. Gillicarb. Colgate instead of Colgate. Digrove. Alon. Ergen. Laham. Thania. Cirist. Ooh. Cirist. Hjornthorpe. Hithelond. Baberkg. They're just smashing letters together now. Really? Veritoff. Mordith. Mordithviet. Tay Falls. Forlorn, Gaberg, Enhill. Wow, there's a lot of names, and I can't find one that I actually like. One that, like, smacks me. Rebrook. Serendipity. Rumsylvania. Call it Ignisville. King. Call it Klingon. The town of Klingon. Kogate totaled for when the town is destroyed. Relay. By the way, these names all suck. Wow, Rel. That's great. I think they're fine. They're not what I want to use. What's normalized to? Oh. Paymore. Bree Bluff, Cahill, Thargond. Some of these really are terrible, but there's some okay ones in here. I just don't know if none of these like stick out to me as like something that I really want. Moffeld. Nargaland. Util. Oldmore. Herleifel. Steercombe. Ah, I kind of like that one. Steercombe. Townsville. And the concept of other cultures has occurred to me, so weird spellings and words are fine. The Shire. Invent the details later, you need content. Maybe the name will come during it. Yeah, true. Batten is a good one, too. Yeah. Yeah, we'll leave this for a second. I just wanted to, like, get a name. Like, let's just get us a name. Something to, like, kind of latch onto and maybe do something with. I liked Sturcombe, so we'll hold that for a second. I think I like this. The party is a group of investigators sent by the Crown. We'll come up with a name for the Crown, right? The city, the king, the whoever. Investigating the disappearance of subjects, caravans, merchants, and eventually a visiting dignitary. To, you know, whatever this place is named. The party's arrival coincides with what would be with the obviously the Fall Harvest Festival, right? Come on, clearly the Fall Harvest Festival. What are they harvesting? Right, Fall Harvest Festival. Every year, the Lord and Lady hold a party, inviting guests from all around, again, visiting merchants, caravans, whatever, and even the townsfolk, right, are present for it. It's a big to-do. They wear their Sunday best. Well, Sundays may not matter in here. They wear their, you know, their festival best, and they go to the thing. What do you guys harvest? You know, fall stuff, vague hand gestures, you know, stuff. Olkslavania. Olkslavania, the crown's name. City of Rogue. The twist is it's filled with rogues. Jesus. Okay. Inviting guests from all around, and even the townsfolk are present for it. Great. Cool. So of course, the visiting investigators are invited. Friends of the crown are always welcome, right? Friends of the crown. So this is where we would start, right? We don't want to, so this is how we do this. We give them a reason to be there. They're investigating for their, whatever, their liege lord, their crown, their whatever, into these disappearances. While they're there, they're invited to a party. And, you know, of course, to make a good impression, they go. So we start the game at the party. So this is where we would have the party description, description of the manor house, right? Description of some of the attendees, and description of the atmosphere, right? The party itself, this is the party as in the players. The party description would, this probably happens on their arrival to the festivities. Things are fully underway when they arrive, right? The party's already happening. Cool. So we get there like, oh, they get out of whatever their carriage is or something that they've come up to the manor house in that was sent by the lord and lady as like a gesture of good faith to these visiting, because technically they are dignitaries, right? They're representatives of the crown. Things are fully underway when they arrive. So we get their descriptions of the party and their stuff like that, and as they walk into the party, we give them the description of the manor house, the attendees, and the atmosphere. And then the players mingle. Right? The players mingle. So more than likely what they're going to do is investigate, right? We gave them a job. What better way, but what better place to investigate a lot of these people all at the same time, if not in this room? They could be there under false pretenses, though, like a merchant looking for a new place to expand to. Yeah, sure. We can give that option, actually. They're investigating the disappearance of subjects, caravans, merchant, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know what? That's fine. The party is there under some sort of false pretense. Cool, we can have that instead. Visiting, of course, visiting guests, out-of-town guests are invited. Single and ready to mingle. Hell yeah. Dude, I'm losing my voice. I've been talking for like 8 hours straight. Oh, it's rough. Okay. I haven't eaten yet today either. So the group is investigators sent by the crown, investigating disappearances. Coincide with Fall Harvest Festival. Awesome. Every year, the Lord and Lady hold a party. The party is there under some false pretense. So things to note here, like merchants. What else? What else could they be? Drink more water. I'm working on it. Merchants. I think that's probably like the best one. And you know what? I could let my players come up with this. Players during character creation can come up with a false reason for being involved. Right? Give them some agency. We start the game at the party. The party arrives either together or separately. Right? Depending on what they decided. Party arrives either together or separately. Maybe some of them are already there. Right? I always spell separately incorrectly. Performers or musicians. Yeah, they could do that too. Off-duty, like they could be like visiting bards or something. Like one of them could be a visiting bard. Off-duty guards, probably less so. Just because I mean, visiting like soldiers or something on leave, maybe. Gotta sleep, good luck. All right, good night, Karma. Thanks for coming out today, dude. Appreciate you sticking it out for like 8 hours. Thanks, man. Catering crew? Unless that's the cultists. I think it's not necessarily a catering crew. It would be the manors, like the lord and lady's servants. They would be providing from the harvest, whatever the harvest is, providing the food. There needs to be an honest-to-God Pink Panther character? I don't know about that. Maybe some of them are already there. Yeah, so we do the description. Things are fully underway when they arrive. And we can kind of like... We can take these descriptions and like interweave them with some stuff, right? So like let's who are somewhat important people, right? So you have the Lord, whoever this is, the lady of the house, the like head butler, whatever his name is gonna be, or you know the head maid, ladies in waiting, right? You know what? They don't even need names. They're just the ladies in waiting. Maybe they have children. Oh, do the Lord and Lady have children? Are children welcome here or not? That would impact people present. I don't think the general populace's children are present. I think if the Lord and Lady have children, they are present. Right? They have a son. It's his first harvest festival. Be an interesting thing to have older teens at this adult party. Yeah. They have a son, but he's like 16. But it's like his first harvest festival that he's been a part of. He's quote unquote, he's an adult now, right? A captain of the guard or something? Yeah. So like, captain of the guard, or like personal bodyguard, right? He could be going around hitting on or bragging to everyone and everything. Yeah, it's his first harvest festival. He's super stoked about it. Bragging to anyone who will listen about how he's an adult now. Oh, you know what? He's the, he's like, because of this, he's like the master of ceremonies, right? So then this party would mostly consist of men? Why? Why would it mostly consist of men? Just because we've named some men doesn't mean that the whole party is men. Oh, yes, that's very nice, Nathaniel. So he's the, like, MC. He's the master of ceremonies. He's, as this boy, he's obsessed with everything going correctly. right? So by proxy, his mother, mom is equally as obsessed as son with the party being a monster mash smash, being a smash, right? Totally obsessed with that idea. She I think she she's having a really hard time letting go of her child, right? Of her little boy. She totally calls him that too, right? People make the woman take care of children, so not many women present at the town has a good procreation rate. I feel like we would call this like there's like enough visiting dignitaries or something like that to like fill the room with a varying amount of people that even that the townsfolk that are present aren't necessarily the dominating people there. No, I'm not saying that's what you want. No. I'm not. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I get it. But like, I think that's something that we don't need to necessarily address. You know, maybe all the kids are like with some of the older children, and they're all being taken care of by them. Like, it doesn't matter. That for this, it doesn't matter. It's a one shot, right? We don't need to like super backfill the lore on the place as a whole. What we need to focus on is what's happening at the party, the interesting portions of it. Because we only have 4 hours to do this, right? So we basically get like we maybe get 4 acts, right? Maybe 4 acts. Here, and you know what? We'll even write those down. So you have your opening and setup, the rising action. Then the falling action, right? And the epilogue. Some wrap up. So right here is some kind of climax. Something happens here. And these are our 4 acts. Could easily be a children's festival that some townsfolk, babysitter, nannies are in charge of. All the explanation that would be needed. Sure. Yeah, why not? But not bring it up unless the PCs do. Yeah, like, where are the children? Why is the son the only child here? Oh, well, the other children are being taken care of by some of the younger folk out on the green, on the village green, or something like that, you know? They have their own celebrations. And, like, even some of the townsfolk can just be there. Some of the, like, fathers and moms and stuff like that. It doesn't matter. All we need to know is that, like, this is a well-populated party. There's a lot of people here. Doesn't matter who they are, mostly. Hunting for hidden pumpkins. She's having a really hard time letting go of her little boy. She definitely... She, like, shadows him or something. Like, she tries to... She doesn't want to steal the show from him, but she's, like, really having a hard time letting go of this. It's to the point of being, like, a... creepy oh god, what's that name? Robin situation from Game of Thrones. Right? He's totally a Robin. He's totally a self-obsessed brat of a young adult, right? Gets whatever he wants. Just saying the person who did it could be a woman who isn't present and they have to hunt her down. Who did what? Like all the evil stuff we're insinuating is happening? Sure. I'm kind of more seeing that it's literally just these people. Yeah. I'm kind of seeing it as like... Yeah, we'll flesh this out in here in a little bit. It's obsessed with everything going correctly, totally self-obsessed brat. Head butler. I mean, he doesn't need to, like, you know, the posh butler type. Very, you know, very Jeeves. Very Jeevesy. Head maid doesn't necessarily matter. Middle-aged woman in charge of food and stuff. This doesn't necessarily matter. Do you want the butler's name to be Remington? Sure. I like it. Bratty Nathaniel's behavior is worse than believed. Oh, are we going to call him Nathaniel? I like it. Nathaniel. Don't need to have that there now. Bratty Nathaniel's behavior is worse than believed. Possibly, but I think it might be a family affair. I need like a gruff name for the captain of the guard or the personal bodyguard, right? This is going to be like captain of the guard / personal bodyguard, right? He is captain and he serves double duty here. Personal bodyguard for Nathaniel, right? Overprotective mom has his own, he has his own bodyguard. I need some names. Osweird. George. Bjorcio. Adstold. Yeah. Adstold. Captain Adstold. Do human female names. Winna. Easy. Right, he's got to be like a abnormally large, brutish. Oops, this is also bolded. Huh. Abnormally large and brutish. You know, heavily scarred. Kind of like hairy. Yeah, I think that's like, that kind of works for him. Three-word maximum responses. I like that. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know what? No, he's just the personal bodyguard. We don't even need him to be a captain of the guard. Captain of the guard doesn't even need to exist. Right? Thinking Brock Sampson from Venture Bros? Yes, except less charismatic. Because Brock was a pretty charismatic dude. You know what I mean? Just in general. He had presence. Stoic is good. Sure. Yeah, why not? Stoic. Stoic has positive qualities to it, but that's fine. The ladies in waiting. You know, the 6 ladies in waiting of various nobility and rank below the lady of the house. Right? Visiting ladies in waiting and things like that. It's fine. Patchwork, what's up, bud? Welcome to the stream. He's more like Lurch. Yes. Yeah. Yes, thank you. That is exactly Lurch. He's totally Lurch. Yeah, for sure. You Ray. Jessica, Mary, Margaret, Mary, Blanche, and Mary. They don't need names. I don't think they need names. I don't think it matters. They're just the ladies in waiting. You know? 2 Marys. That's 3 Marys in that list. Jessica, Mary, Margaret, Mary, Blanche, Mary. No, it's Jessica, Mary, Margaret, Mary, Margaret, Blanche, and Mary. And Paul. My name's Paul. Blanche is the cute one. I still like the Jessica, Mary, Mary, Margaret, Margaret, Mary, Blanche, and Mary. Making myself chuckle too much. Oh, God. I don't think they need names. I'll put that down, but I don't think they need names. They're just the ladies in waiting, right? This is not necessarily indicative of like stuff that the party needs to do or address. Okay. Jessica, Mary, Margaret, Mary, Blanche, and we're gonna do Paulina. There you go. And here, I'll put it in here. Blanche is the cute one. The rest of them are just like, either, like, they just don't, they're ignorable, or whatever. It just doesn't matter. Honestly, it just doesn't matter. Whoa, Patchwork. That's some sad stuff, man. Yikes. Okay. I have not heard about that. That's something that we're going to avoid in this too. It's animal torture. This is not going to be in this game at all. That's been requested by my players to not have any animal torture. I'm totally cool with that. Paulina. Okay, then let's have some, like, who's obviously there's some visiting merchants, right? Visiting merchants. Visiting Lord and Lady from the capital city. From, quote, court, right? When your lords and ladies go to court, they're from court. A used carriage salesman. Wow. Patrick, I've literally never heard of that. That's weird. Visiting Lord and Lady from a capital city, from court, right? So they're like super posh. And like they think they're better than everyone else, right? Super posh think they're better than these, let's call them, we're gonna do this, country bumpkins, right? Out here. Oh, out here. They should be so happy that we're visiting. Yeah, they're like super, they're like very hold their noses up at anyone who's not of rank or something like that. Rug salesman who misplaces his magic rug, or his favorite rug, which is a magic carpet. Fish merchant looking to set up shop. Oh, gosh. Ad stalled, ladies in waiting. Visiting Lord and Lady from the capital, from court. Yeah, so this is going to be Lord something of something and Lady something of something with like knight something of something. Yeah, so let's just come up with some names here. Human, female names. Frida. Vertenbro. Oh. Kern of Vertenbro. Lord Kern. I like it. Put it in there. I don't know if that's from anything, but I like it. Merchant just named Monger. When asked what he's a monger, it just says goods and services instead of fish. Philip of Whitestone? Lady Frida. Works for me. Now let's name our actual. So these are sub characters, right? Let's name our main lord and lady. Like distinctly human. Lady Matilda. I don't hate it. Sybil. Come on. Lady Sybil. We need last names for them, but that's fine. We'll do that in a second. I'm just looking at names. Sybilt and Wallach. Sure. Now I need them. I need a last name. Wallach. Lord Wallach, Lady Sybil of Lord Kern Vertenbo. All right, that's just their names of just a. It doesn't matter what place this is. It's just a place. We're gonna go with Wallach. We'll call the Knight Friedrich. That's fine. With Knight Friedrich, the brave, just shining. Bold. Call him the Bold. Port Arta. Oh. Is this Witcher music? Yes, it is. It's the I can't brain currently. It's the Tavern / Gwent song. Just over and over again because I love it. And it's funny. Port Arta. Yeah, sure. With Knight Friedrich the Bold. I distinctly remember when Ashley was playing Gwent over and over, or she was doing a tournament. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just on. It just does this forever. Okay. Lord Wallach. He doesn't necessarily have to say a whole lot, does he? Well-to-do looking, wearing some like orange, reds, lots of buttons that maybe don't need to be there. Very, very like, you know, yeah. Lord Kern totally has lace and frills at the neck and cuffs. Colors are blue and a white. Easy. Clear gold buttons. Yeah, like distinctly gold buttons. Lord Wallet could be in his cups with Sybil taking a cup goblet away very often. Oh. He somehow always has one in his hand. So what happens? What's scary? Right, we're getting to that. We're gonna get to that. We're creating some groundwork here first. Patchwork. Wallach will drink you under the table. Yeah. Seems to already be drunk when the party arrives. Doesn't matter. Cool. I like it, I like it, I like it. It's his first Harvest Festival. He's bragging to anyone who listens how he's an adult now. He's the MC. He's obsessed with everything going correctly. Totally self-obsessed brat. Young adult like Robin. You know, you got the butler. We have the head maid, personal bodyguard, ladies in waiting. Visiting Lord and Lady. Kern. Frida. And Frederick the Bold. They think they're better than everyone else. These country bumpkins and things like that. Things to note. Frida is probably... Oops, this is all in bold. I'll fix this in a second. Sleeping with Frederick on the side. Right? We do some description for that. Just to like, it's nuance. It's something there. Right? Just something there. Kid's Sybil's responsibility. He hopes his son will shape up. I think, yeah. Yeah, well, I think, because I have an idea on what happens here. Okay, so let's go down to our stuff here. So we've talked about some of the people that are involved. So this is what happens in the beginning. So we're going to go ahead and take this. This is in our opening and setup. Let's go ahead and make this slightly larger so we can kind of put this together. Great, so these are all the descriptions. So what is our rising action here? Our rising action is probably exploration of the house or investigating the manor and the people within it. To see if there's anything untoward happening. So the party... Gotta stop having bold still on. Okay. The party may investigate the house together or separately. I cannot spell today. Depending, on their choices. Gotta go for now. All right, Kitty. Thanks for coming by. Found your new class in case Ignis dies or retires. Murder hobo class. Yeah, no thanks. The kid is Sybil's responsibility tonight. It's always her responsibility. He just says that it's his responsibility, right? Okay. So they do an investigation. Like, let's talk about parts of the house. Right? So you're going to have the, the entry. The ballroom, the parlor, the kitchens, the cellars. Maybe there's like an office. The office, the guest rooms. And the Lord and Lady, like their wing of the house. Sybil in the parlor with the hand crossbow. Seems less of a murder mystery and more of something in the basement attic type dealy. You've essentially done like 6 to 8 hours of D&D. Spelling mistakes are allowed. Yeah, we are at 8 hours officially, as of like right now. I'm gonna put a "the" on this because it's gonna drive me crazy if I don't. Sort of, Patchwork. I'm coming to the part where I think this turns into something else. You seen the pugilist class? It's dope. Isn't that just the monk? Just with more punching and less kicking. So there's parts of the house that they can find and go into and explore. I feel like I need some more characters for them to interact with. We might go back to that here in a second. Like, there's got to be that one... There's got to be the person that knows that there's something wrong. There's got to be something wrong. Or, no, we know there's something wrong. There's got to be, like, one guy that knows. There's one guy that knows. Maybe it's like a... Oh, here... Okay, so here. I have an idea for a couple other people here. There's a priest of some kind, right? And then there's... the mayor. Oh my gosh, the mayor of the town. He's totally there. He's the one that knows that there's something up. Kind of a foppish, flop sweat, round dude, right? He knows what's up in the house and with the Lord, Lady, Child, etc. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. Yeah, the Lord and Lady don't necessarily function. They function over the entirety of the area, whereas the mayor would function over this little town portion. Welcome back, Q. So the mayor of the town. Yeah, like, he totally knows. So he'll introduce himself to the party at some point, or members individually, or one of the members individually. Any little bit of insight shows he's uncomfortable, wary, and with a good roll, right? If anything, with a good roll, he's scared. Distinctly. Right? It's like how DC has a mayor. Yep. Like each city has a mayor, but you have a governor over the state. But each city has a mayor. Okay. So there's this priest. All right, we don't know what his name yet is, but he's greasy, older, like old. Like, how is he still alive, old? Right? He, is in charge of blessing the day, right? He must be part dwarf or something old. Sure. Why not? Okay. His name. Francis Elias. Mayor of the town. Narder. Narder Bale. Narder Bale. I love it. Yeah, Friar Francis. Narder Bale, the mayor of the town. Cool. So, like, he knows stuff, right? So, if the party gets him alone, will likely break down and tell them everything, right? He's totally good. He's so weak. It's why he's still going through with all this stuff. Because what's happening? What's happening? Well, they're eating people. Right? This is like the Lord and Lady and associated house are all cultists, right? They're all cultists. A couple young children run around and make a nuisance. A lord famous for magic does parlor tricks. Some onlookers mess with the jack-o'-lantern flame, shadow puppets, etc. Yeah, we could use those for setup. Could use those for setup. Description of the atmosphere. I'll go ahead and take those. Thanks. Appreciate it. We may not do the like Lord thing, but this is definitely something that we can do. I think we already said that children aren't necessarily there. But like a couple of younger men, like young men, maybe they get into a scrap and make a nuisance. A visiting merchant famous for magic does parlor tricks for some onlookers and stuff. Yeah, that's cool. They worship a massive thing in the basement. Yep, not human, but it might have been at one time. Yep, dude, you know exactly where I'm going with this. Worship a, quote, thing in the basement of the house. Yeah, its presence over time has, like, driven them mad, right? Drove them to cultism, cannibalism, murder, right? All of these things. It's a portrait of Jeff Goldblum in a leisure suit. Yes, dude. So this is totally the, like, it's an entity of chaos, rebels, and humanity's confusion and debauchery. Yes. Totally getting where I'm going with this. The thing has a lair in there, so it has lair actions. We'll see if we even get to that point. What I think is going to end up happening is that they're going to want to try to escape. I don't think that, and this is like I think they're going to want to run. They're going to want to run away. Like, we need to have descriptions enough that, like, this is not something that this one investigating party can probably handle. Right? It's a thing that has a lair. Yeah, but it can't move from the lair. It's stuck. It's like, it's engorged. Right? The thing can't leave the premises or basement dungeon, like the dungeon, because it is engorged upon its, like, it is much too large. Does it have to be cannibalism and murder? Can it be a cult of mild dickishness? Sure. You know who's going to come off as mild dicks? Mild dicks. Lord Kern and Frida Vertenbro. Yeah, they have a portrait of, like, whatever this entity maybe was. His presence over time has driven them mad. They have a portrait of the entity. I mean, yeah, they could try to burn down the house and cause collapse of the dungeon and trap it there. So, like, what causes... This is the investigation and stuff like that. They're investigating the house. They're talking to people. Maybe they get the mayor, you know, cornered somewhere and he breaks down. So here's the thing. Is like, this type of setup and introduction will probably take about an hour. That's what happens. Like, it just happens. And that's okay. You know, it's good stuff. This kind of stuff takes about an hour. The rising action is their investigation, exploring the house, seeing things, talking to other people, takes about an hour. And then, right when we do the break, we need some kind of climaxing thing happens, right? Some kind of climaxing thing. So at the end of the rising action here, this is where the party will investigate some of the people, maybe talk to whoever they can. So the things that the people that they can talk to are all the things they can cannibalism. So it'll be all of the people that we've already mentioned. They're going to be able to, like, they can go talk to any of these people, right? They can all go do that, and maybe they'll get, like, some feeling about what's going on here in their exploration of the house. Yeah, like in exploration of the house, things seem a little, like, off. Right? So things to be like shifting eyes in portraits. Oh, like the classic stuff like that. Sounds in rooms. What else could we put in for, like, just random stuff is happening in the house, but what gets them to, like, go do all of these things? And, like, so they're going to do this. They're going to talk to some people at the party. And then they're going to explore some stuff. How do we get everyone to, like... Because we need, like, something triggers the things happening here. Somebody at the party goes missing. Yeah, but I kind of want, like, a reason for everyone to be split. Not the party to be split, but, like, for the party guests to, like... explore the house or do stuff. A wall just falls down? But why? I mean, there could be, like... Why do the portrait's eyes shift? Because there's probably someone standing behind it, and it's like a peephole. It's like a spy hole. That's why they shift. Because there's a person there. Did you ever watch Scooby-Doo? Oh. Yeah, Patchwork, that's kind of where I was going with this. Like a parlor game. A parlor game of some kind. Makes a scene about being missing. Guests assume it's a game. Lord and lady play along. Trying to corral everyone to, like, for dinner. They're trying to corral everyone to the yeah. Like either the ballroom or the, I need another cellar office. The dining room. Oh, I kind of, okay. I have an idea. Very similar to like what this is. Not even like a scene, like one of the guards. One of the guards comes and tells like the lady, whoever, or the son even, that one of the guests is missing. That one of the guests, one of the guests had wandered off. And so the cultists took it upon themselves to kill him, to try and kill him. It made a mess. He's run off and missing. The young lord turns it into a game. Right? It's like yeah, okay. I'm kind of like, I'm trying to piece this together. Like the butcher's son or something. I don't know, like someone. It seems that here. No, even better. Okay. It's not even the guests. It seems that Lord Wallach nope, so this doesn't happen. The young lord prefaces it as a game. It seems that my father has drunk himself silly and gone missing. Well, I think we should all band together to find him before dinner. Quick now, everyone. Split up and find my poor lost daddy. The game begins. Yeah, the game begins. If they notice the mayor, if they had noticed it before, maybe they get him alone, right? He spills the beans on everything. Hidden walls, traps, picking off guests. Yup. So like, maybe they all get him into one room and they have this discussion. They're in one room. The mayor into a room alone. You know what? The mayor tries to make this happen. even if the party doesn't, like, hit on this. Right, because you always have to have stuff that, like, second... You have to have fallbacks. The mayor's going to want to make this happen, even if it's just one of the party members. Make it interesting, you must hold a mushroom and celery stalk in your mouth. Split up and rub barbecue sauce all over yourselves, as is custom. Yeah. Yeah. Person makes a scene about someone being missing. I guess assume it's a game. Yeah, so this is all fine. Lord Wallach has wandered off. The young lord turns it into a game. Seems that my father has drunk himself silly and gone missing. They get the mayor into the room alone. Yeah, they have to do this at some point, or try to. Even if the party doesn't hit on this. After the mayor spills everything, right? Mayor spills the beans. Let's say he's the one that like called for an investigation, right? He couldn't bear being accomplice. Wow, I can't spell accomplice at all. Bearing accomplice to the like to the murders anymore. The murders are horrors, right? And then if these walls could talk, they'd scream and weep at things they've seen the home, the beings all on your knowing. I like this, so we're gonna steal it again. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I like. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. And he's like, he's a sweaty, blubbering mess. Here's the reason. His daughter is one of the ones, is one of the cult members. I was gonna say she was eaten, but one of the cult members. Easy. His daughter's one of the cult members. Whoa! Hey, Nolan is just throwing out gifts today. Thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Patchwork. Gifted 4 subs to the channel. Thank you, Nolan. I appreciate that. Patchwork, welcome officially to the Salt Factory. Your robot is under construction, my friend. And I hope you do enjoy your new badge and emote. The survivors run out of the house. The party throws a bottle of wine with rags to burn the house down and burn away the horror. Possibly, but this is where we this is where we cause problems, right? This is where we force them to stay in the house for some time. Get the mayor in the room alone. Tries to make this happen if the party doesn't do this. Mayor spills the beans. Called for the investigation. Couldn't bear being accomplice in the murders or horrors. If the walls could talk, blah, blah, blah. Sweating, blubbering mess. His daughter's one of the cult members. He just wants to die, but not be eaten. Asks the party to kill him. He knows that the Lord and Lady will figure out his betrayal, right? And he will eventually become his own daughter's dinner. Yeah, so they do all this and they have this conversation with this guy and whatever. And then they this is after they explore the house and stuff like that. So then we need a reason for them to return to the ballroom or something, right? And this is where we hit the climax. Thanks, but how do I use it? Mainly, I'm just glad the other channels didn't disappear. They just made a new channel. Pirate setting is back on? Wait, what did I do? Excuse me? How do you use the emote? you just click the little face, and it should be under the emotes for the channel. The other channel didn't disappear. Oh, sorry, Patrick. My bad, dude. I guess I missed what you were talking about. Some kind of climax. Yeah. So the climactic moment that we break on is the party. Whether or not they've killed the mayor or not, the party returns to the ballroom or dining room, whatever we have it set up as. And, like, the house is just changed, right? The house has just changed. It's eerily quiet or whatever, but then there's, like, screams and stuff. And then there's a pile of, like, corpses. Right? Like, corpses, entrails, just blood, gore, and viscera. Gore. Blood, gore, and viscera. The young lord sits in a, quote, well, like, throne beyond the pile. And he, like, oh, okay. He cuts a cake, where, like, the head of his father rolls out from it. Right? Meat cake. Yeah. No, I don't want it to be the kitchen could be eventually. Like, the kitchen is very similar to this. Like, there's just body parts and pots and stuff like that, and it's like, it's all it's very much like Resident Evil 7, I guess, was the one where they were, like, cooking body parts and things. It's very much that kitchen. But, like, if they went to the kitchen before this, it's just fine. It's like everything's normal. Everything's normal until they talk to the mayor and they, like, get back to the main room. Right? Cuts the cake where the head of his father rolls out from it. Cut to party running, fighting, something. We'll see what this is. And then break. Okay. Either the cult's having an inner struggle, or somehow the dad was deemed not worthy, you know? And who knows? Maybe it's just a cult of death, grossness, gluttony, and destruction, and maybe the whatever the entity is underneath the house told the young lord to kill his own father, right? Maybe that's why his dad was drinking so much and it disappeared, right? His dad disappears. His dad disappears from the party. And so he's cooked into a cake. Someone in there should be blood eagled? I'm not sure I know what that means. Sorry. Okay, so, like, then what happens next? Something slithers out from under the massive bodies? I kind of want to keep that to the entity underground, maybe. There's other stuff that we can do with this. This is something that we can do. Up here, the mayor will tell them about these things. Right? Yeah, so, like, men and women in cultist robes are feasting, right? Feasting and laughing and drinking. Like, it is a party, an absolute party for them, right? Yeah. Someone still somehow alive tries to crawl out of the body pile? Sure! And I think this is where we, like, someone is still alive tries to crawl out of the body pile. And is, like, subsequently killed. But I kind of want to make it a thing. Has head torn off by creature roughly resembling Adstalled. Right? Adstalled is obviously some kind of monster horror thing. Right? This is why he doesn't talk a lot. Yeah. That's totally something they say. No. We don't need, there doesn't need to be any items from them that help the party. If anything, like the mayor gives them something, but I don't think he does. I don't think it matters. Right? Like the simpering men and women attempting to garner favor from their betters. Obviously praise the young lord. And then we kind of like, we have like a break, right? Like this is the reveal. This is the thing. And then we have our falling action, right? What happens next? So the party, the falling action here. So like there's things they can do. Well, the party can either fight or run, right? Like that's kind of the deal here. They can either fight or they can run. The mayor's gonna like try to make it as clear as possible that they should be running. They should be running. So they can try to do this for sure. And we'll have combat set up. So what type of there'll be combat scenarios? Obviously, Adstalled. The monster is a good one. The young lord and his hunting dogs. Right? The ladies in waiting. The ladies in waiting are like clearly banshees or something. Zombies of some kind, right? What else? The entity. I mean, they may be able to get down there. The entity. Cultists, duh. Other cultists. Let's base our game around the CR of a cultist. How about that? It doesn't make it super difficult to do, but let's base our game around CR of a cultist. We have 4 players. Let's take a look at level 3, and let's look up some cultists. Cult fanatic. Cultists are 1/8. A cult fanatic is 2. CR 2. I'll pull these up for you guys. That thing should not be fightable. The thing in the basement would just hurt to look at. Yeah. So that's what I think. It's like it's a quote unquote combat, right? Like it's something that happens. That's fight heavy. But like it's definitely something that like is way above their pay grade, right? And yeah, that's the description. Yeah, this is the description for like the entity. This is what you had said before. Yeah, you're basically, you're speaking my mind right now, man, for sure. Makes it easy for me to just take these, huh? I hacked that up, eh? So Occultist is CR8. Cult Fanatic is CR2. So that's something that they could do. When does it get deadly? Really? You can have 8 cultists and 1 fanatic for it to be deadly. That's not that bad. Cult fanatics. Yeah, cult fanatics are pretty strong. But like, how many cultists can we? I think it's gonna be 8 again. No. It's like 16 cultists to be a deadly encounter for 4 level 3 players. That's a lot of cultists. That's a lot of cultists. Jeez. Monstrosities are fun. Okay, we'll have to look at some of that. So, like, look at that. 15 cultists. The Lord is dead, by the way. But the lady might know some magic. Yeah, the cultist is just a plain guy and gal with robes and dagger. Yep. No. I don't think the young Lord knows any magic. I think he's just a dick. I think he's just a dick. He's literally just a cultist, right? He's like a one-shot kill for any of them if they just try to do it. He's just a person. Right? Like the lady, like most of these guys, they're just people, right? They're just people in robes. But they're scary cannibal people in robes. And then some of them are monstrosities, right? What does the cultist fanatic do? Let's look it up. Fanatic. Cult fanatic. Cult leadership. Dark devotion. They spell cast. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, they're like second level spells for clerics. Totally. They have multi-attack too. Wow. Cult fanatic. Oh, we have a lot. There's a lot of versions of these guys, huh? Huh. Oh, that's a cool. I like that token. I might just use one of these because of their token. See if they're the same. Yeah, so they're like the same, so we could totally use any of these and it doesn't matter. Vexing escape. Oh, and it could teleport? Okay, I kind of like these. These are fun. These are fun. Yeah, so Patrick, that's the plan. Like, we really wanted to be like 80s body horror selling on like the cannibalism, the corpses, the disgustingness of all of it. Establish a cult leader among the group. I think it's the lady. It's the lady of the house. He has Infernal Sight. Oh, Infernal Insight. That's fine. There's a couple of these different ones, too. Loyalty. A captain kind of guy that falls under the Lord and the Lady. That is, that's Adstald, the monster. We gotta figure out what type of monster Adstald is. I want him to be like somewhat, oops, wrong one. I want him to be somewhat humanoid. But I don't know what any of these things are. Damn. Something strong but not big. I think large is acceptable. Like, it looks like he's large, right? He's engorged inside. He's a monster of some kind, right? Like, I want it to be very, you know, like if you're a regular person, you become like a werewolf or something, you're like slightly larger or something like that. So yeah, maybe like medium to large. Goat man. Huh. Oni? So here, we have to be careful about this, Noland, about how many fights they do get into. We don't have a lot of time. Fights take a long time in D&D. They're very technical. So we don't really want a lot of fighting going on, so we want them to be... Hey, actually, I do have an Oni. Lock the door, blow it the right. The hungry Oni haunts the night. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Ogre mages. CR7. Whoa. That is very strong. A reskin troll could work. Give him regeneration, maybe a cantrip. Yeah. But I think I like Oni. I think I like this. I'm gonna use this, and then we're gonna mess with... Yeah. Okay, I totally like this. We're gonna take the Oni. He's gonna just be in my book now. Oni's in my book. Because I love this. This look is great. Oh. And then we'll play around with some of the stuff, right? We'll just fix the stuff. Oni's a little high up there. Yes, but we'll play around with it. We're not gonna call it an Oni. He's gonna be named the thing, right? He's gonna be just named Adstald. Adstald the monster. Dogs, death dogs, shadow mastiffs, or mastiffs. Yeah, let's take a look at... Oh, shadow mastiffs. Let's take a look. Ooh. I mean, they could just be regular dogs. That's the thing, right? They're just like these weird, gross dogs. It's a shadow. Whoa. Yeah, I think low magic here is good. So there's just mastiffs. Oh, look at him with this stupid saddle. He's cute. Oh, they're CR 1/8 as well. Cool, yeah. What are Adstalt's attributes? Well, we'll have to play with that. He feeds them his father's hands or something, yeah. So that's the problem. So I know when I ask my players things that we shouldn't, because I don't ever want the game to feel unsafe for anyone, right? I don't want any of my players to never, like, to not enjoy themselves, because no D&D is better than bad D&D. Always. So you always want your players to enjoy themselves. And something that they did mention that they did not want involved at all was going to be animal torture. So we have to think, we have to consider that them having to kill dogs or something like that might be considered animal torture. Or like feeding them human body parts or something. So maybe we shy away from actual dogs and go more monsters. Shadow Mastiff kind of fits that, but yeah, let me take a look at death dogs. Oh, jeez. CR1, and you can have like 2 of them. Yeah. Oh, totally. He has 2 death dogs. Oh, dude. Okay, so he has these dogs, right? So the princess dogs. The young lords, quote, normal hunting dogs at the party, upon the reveal, right, are now death dogs. He's got a couple cool mastiffs, right? Boom. Party reveal, death dogs. Yeah. Are they really dogs? I don't think so. I think this is good enough for us. I think this gets us by that caveat. For sure. Yeah. Okay, cool. I like the mastiffs, but... So let's do death dogs. Oni. Cult fanatics. Oops. I'm like putting all this stuff on player sheets that they could possibly see. Whoops. So we'll move those. Yeah, and the Oni's a large creature too. Oh yeah, totally. I like this. Let's go back to the cultists so I can just grab regular cultists. Cultists. Wow. Cool token. What do these look like? Oh, yeah, we can have them, like, look a little bit different. Look at all these different types of cultists, man. Are they all CR 1/8? They are. That's super cool. They are. Nice. Okay, so let's grab that one. Let's grab the Orcus one. We're going to change their names because we don't care about what their names are. Cultists of the Demogorgon. Interesting. They don't know any... The problem is I don't know any of these demons that they're cultists of. Oh. You been running a Cult of Dispater too? Oh, cool. What is Dispater? I want one. Who's Chaos? Who's like Chaos and Gluttony? I need a name. They fuse. Ah, yeah. Okay, cool. I like that. Good call, bud. I like that. Chaos and Gluttony would be a demon. Yeah, but like which one? That's the problem. Dissipator is... Here, I'm reading your thing now. Scriptum Arcanum. It's Cult of Omniscient and Powerful. Ah. Okay. Not what I'm looking for. What is a Goristro? Labyrinthine Recall. Okay, so they... Based on whatever their boon is what we would do. When it dies, it explodes. Maybe Beelzebub is the one. Gaze of Corruption. You know, they don't even need to be powerful in any way. It doesn't matter. Technically, I just want their token. I just want them to look different. Grost? Where is he at? Oh, jeez. Limitless Indulgence. Oh, the ultimate hedonist. This is the largest description they've had so far. Yes! Dark delights and forbidden ecstasies in return for total submission. Sure. Yeah, why not? I love it. They're in there now. Great. We've got gang's all here, chat. Gang's all here. And then we will take the where's Chief Cultist? Didn't we type that in one time and it popped up? Cult Fanatic. Sorry, that's what it was called. What is, Oh, it's Tome of Beasts. Okay. That's right. Okay, so we wanted something that was kind of... Just going to take this out here just so we have it. Because all of these different tokens are fun. Right. He's a big deal, TM. Fits for the cultist fuse, but the creature itself should be more Lovecraftian. Yup. Yeah. So no, that just, like, we're not going to call them that. We're not going to leave their names as that. That's just what, it's just fun to have that available to us. Chief cultists are the ones you saw, but they have abilities that are for leaders. Yes. So the cult fanatic here, this is going to end up being the lady of the house. For sure. All of these are just other cultists. Who are you? Hang on, who are you? Orcus. Oh, he's too strong. Oh, only has 9 hit points. Wait, why does it say 39? Oh, that's the death dog. I'm dumb. That's the dog. Oh. Yeah, I couldn't see it. There we go. I'm sure you guys couldn't even see it either. There we go. That's the dog. Okay, and then we have the Oni. Oh, yeah. Cool. Oh, the ladies in waiting. Okay, okay. So what? Onis are super strong. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna tone it down. We're not even gonna call it an Oni. We just want the token. Block still can't see. Oh, sorry. Frick. Yeah, yeah, we're just using these for their tokens. That's about it. So, what are the ladies in waiting? Banshees are really strong. So maybe not a Banshee. If I remember correctly, they're pretty strong. Yeah. Yeah. We can just call them Banshees and change it. What does Sea Hag look like? Blah. Gross. You think you'd make one a succubus? I want them all to be the same thing. Yeah, no, too pretty. Banshees kind of work. Let's see if I can't find something. We want something humanoid. Wait, what is a Banshee a monster? What is she? Oh, undead. Oh. Specters? What does Spectre look like? There's a cute one. Blanche is a cute one. No, but that's the thing. Is like I want them all to just be disgusting, right? Like I don't want. Yeah, they can be cute before the reveal, but I want them all to be disgusting. Spectre, nah. What do whites look like? No. I think Banshee is like the right token. But or zombie. I mean, we could just make them straight up. They're just zombies. Not zombies, zombie. Beholder zombie, jeez. Whoa! Whoa. Regular zombie. They have disguise self for free, and when they reveal themselves, literally con save to not crap your pants. I just didn't like the token. I'll read more about them. How about that? Let's go down to there. CR2s. We'd have to change that. Okay, so they have a frightening thing. So like I don't want this to affect the cultists though. Oh, and I don't want it to have death glare. If any of the people die, I want them to die in, like, just ridiculously gruesome ways. Yeah, I guess I can just decide that they know. Yeah, okay. Drop it to a half. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm already going to retool the Oni, right? Okay. I think I'm gonna drop it even lower than a half. Well, can they handle like how many half? Because you have to think they're not gonna get the time to like rest. It's not gonna be a thing. So the 6 ladies in waiting at 1/2 CR is technically a hard encounter. I like them being physical things, though. Half the ladies are cultists, the others are monsters. Don't hate that. Yeah, just like it seems like some of the ladies in waiting happen to be monsters. Okay. We'll get rid of these because we have to retool them physically through our journal over here. Each one has a handler? Sure. I don't hate it. Like, yeah, that works, I think. I think that works. So let's do this first. Let's start with the big boy. Let's edit him down. This is... Add stalled. The monster. This is just in my book. Oops. Okay. Character sheet. Just change his name. Add stalled the monster. Large, lawful evil, armor class 16. Sure, chainmail. That all works. He has a fly speed? No. We're just no fly speed. He just walks. His HP is 110. That seems really high. What's like a CR2? Good, like CR2. An Allosaurus. There you go. What is the HP on an Allosaurus? Oops. Wrong tab. Really? I don't have Allosaurus in mine? Oh, it's A-L-L-O. Allosaurus. Rawr. 51 with 13 natural armor. So they have an armor class of 16. Let's go like 35. Does that seem accurate? Oni-chan. Yeah, they're gonna one-shot the cultists, and that's fine. Yeah, we want horror, not the TPK. Yeah, you know, yeah, we kind of already have a lot of weird stuff. We don't want to overload it. We want the single things to be more impactful. Okay, I broke it. Chat, I broke it. Chat, I broke it. Excuse me, Allosaurus. There we go. What is his dex? Is just 1. $35. Why not? 15 AC, so lower at 1. Yeah, making it easier to hit always feels better, right? 45 HP. I like it. I want to keep it on the lower end. I do. I don't want them to be like super overpowerful or whatever. The overpowerful beast is underneath the house. So add stalled the monster. He's already super strong. I'm not going to change any of this. This just happens. Jeez, challenge 7. With its claws or its glaive. Oni form only. Small, medium form. Oh, when does it change form? Well, we're gonna remove the regen. Don't want that. Don't care. The weapons being magical, that's fine. Change shape. Polymorphs into a smaller, medium humanoid. Can the glaive be wielded in Oni form? You can decide that it can. Sure. I'm going to remove this. Because they don't need to see this when I roll it. Who cares? Now, how much damage is this? 1d8 plus 4. That's not crazy. 2 attacks? It's okay. I think that's fine. I don't know if I want it to have spells. I liked Burning Hands better. It's a good idea. That works for me. What do you think, chat? Darkness and fog cloud? I think I like, yeah, you know what? Fog cloud. Wonder if I can do this real quick. Dang it. Maybe I can Spellcasting NPC. It said it was charisma. Ah, yeah, good. Now it's added. Yeah, look at that, chat. Cool. Fog cloud. Charm person. Burning hands. Why not? It's all level 1s. Yeah, innately cast the following doesn't matter. Cool. Hiya papaya, everyone. Yes, I have called everyone a papaya. Deal with it. You're now a fruit. Hey, Shift, what's up, bud? Welcome. Currently I'm a papaya. How are you? Yeah, Tayshirin, I think I like Fog Cloud. That's cool. I think this works. I think this is ad stalled. Ad stalled the monster. Excellent. Step 1 complete. Cult Fanatic, I think, just stays the same. Whoa. This is the higher level one. Hang on, let's do the cultists first. I don't think we change anything about them. Scimitars, that seems a little much for them. I think what they probably have are daggers. They just have daggers, right? If I do this, that's right, because these heck themselves up. There we go. And now they're stable. Every time you add a weapon to one of these NPC sheets, if you guys use Roll20, remember that sometimes these fail and you have to you just click into them and fix them a little bit and then they'll be fine. You have a question, request. Can I add some sort of papaya? Oh gosh. Sure, why not? They will smush ahead much like a papaya. I will say that our boy here ad stalled. I need to fix his things here. Hang on. Where's HP? Oh, hang on, I gotta change this. Thank you. It is a harvest festival, yeah, which is like super weird because wherever they are in the world, papayas are not popular, but that's fine. Totally. There's a papaya now. Great. Like we don't. All I'm doing here is we're just utilizing these sheets. It's fine. Like it doesn't actually matter. I think what I will do though is they aren't wearing any armor. None of the cultists are going to be wearing armor. Because they're party guests, right? A lot of them are party guests. So it doesn't make sense for them to like be wearing armor and stuff. This is just a gimme. This is just this is all set up for them to just party. Might want to throw in a few more of them. Yeah. Oh, I mean, it depends. Like. They don't even necessarily have to fight these guys. That's the whole point, right? All we're doing is just like we're just giving it some setup, just some extra stuff, things for them to do. Try to create some kind of I keep going back and forth through these and I don't know if I'm actually making any headway here. There it is. Master of Pleasures. Okay. Well, maybe we don't use that. I literally just want these for their different token sizes and shapes and things, just because it makes it a little more interesting. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and remove this. And like, if there needs to be more, then there needs to be more. The thing is about like something like this is that we can always throw more at a situation. Let's say they're in a hallway fighting cultists and they're just dispatching them left and right. All of a sudden, there's more cultists. Oh God, you know? Have one of the monsters throw a papaya. I don't know about that, but I think we'll address them having papayas and stuff. Oh, that's right. I need to do this. Yeah. This is the thing. They're all just cultists, you know? We'll go ahead and hard edit them. And even edit this. Do all of these things. Because we're not addressing, like, who they're worshiping or whatever through their names. We just don't care. The cult fanatic. This. The lady of the house. What did we name her? Sybil. Again, she's not wearing any armor. So this is just a 12. Slightly faster than your average bear. And like, yeah, I get that, like, oh, maybe she's a little bit more skilled or whatever, but like, I think maybe she just has like double the hit points of a regular person, right? Like, we're trying to create something different here. And if they kill them, great, they kill them. Perfect. That's hilarious. Kill them all, right? Does this already have the spells in here? No, it does not. I need to go ahead and put these in. Light, Sacred Flame, Thaumaturgy. I'm super glad they updated a lot of these NPC sheets with these spell slots and stuff in them. It's so much easier to click and drag these. Command is always a fun one. I like command. Inflict wounds is totally right up the alley of like cultists and stuff. Inflict wounds. Shield of Faith. Old person. Spiritual weapon. Infernal Insight. Okay. Okay, cool. Lady Sybil. Ooh, nope, that's not right. I need this to be HP. Air. We might find a paddy wagon or angry townsfolk waiting for us the second we leave these halls, but we must be brave, we must be true. Why are you so happy about papayas, bud? Calculation for the fights are pretty off now with all the changing. Just make sure you know. Sure. Yeah, I mean, I made him pretty low. And that's fine. Okay with that. I don't think we need this guy. I know my calculations are going to be pretty far off now, and that's... No, I'm not super worried about it. I think we'll be able to handle this. Sea Hag. Lady in waiting. Right? The natural armor of a hag or something like that, right? So that's fine. They can have that, I suppose. But we're gonna definitely bring down their health. What's the health of an acolyte? Oh, whoops, wrong one. That's a background. I want this. Nine? Oh, wow. CR 1/2 is a 9? I think I'm okay with that. Again, it's one of those things. It's like it's fine if they get through this and they kill them or whatever. It's okay. They still need to like escape the house, right? That might be a little bit low. I might come back to that the more I think about it. But again, it's like I said, it doesn't necessarily matter. Oh. And at level 3, there's just going to be so much going on. Because papayas are amazing. I don't think I've ever had a papaya. Make a DC 11 wisdom save. That's fine. Frightened. Frightened is okay. And we're not going to have them spellcast. No. That's fine. 2d6 is... Oh, it's a lot of damage. A sword is like 1d6, isn't it? Like a long sword? Why doesn't it tell me the damage? Oh, it's proficiencies. Oh, it's 1d8. Short swords are 1d6. That's fine. The claws function as short swords. Great. You'd say it was 2d3? Weird that it called it so high. Bone claw, crawl, and crawl. Okay. What is this? Hit points 2. Tiny undead. I think it's 2d4. Yeah, I don't hate it. They're only making 1 attack. Patrick, I love that. That's really cool. Do you think that's something that the mayor would say? Okay. Those are the ladies in waiting. The dogs, I think we decided they just stay the same. They're like a problem child. Right? They're CR1s. I think that's fine. Yeah, okay, the more I think about the ladies in waiting, the more I want them to be slightly stronger. Health-wise. I think they can be... Because I don't want them to get one shot. 18. Whoa. Because they're creatures. Right? Lady Sybil, I get, is fine. They're creatures. So they should have a little bit more health. All the cultists are just humans. Okay. Cool. So, this kind of sets up... Well, I'll have to set up some maps and stuff, and we might do that later. I don't really want to do that right now. We're gonna figure this out real quick. So these are the various combat things that can happen, what they can do. They're probably gonna try to do this and run. Right. So... Need to find a way out of the house. Obviously, we do a little bit of mystical hand waving. A little hand waving shows that the house is like on lockdown, right? Magically. Can't just walk out the front door. Or a window or something. What's up, bud? Shifty, you think at 15 would be better? It's possible. I might go back. Hey, bud. How you doing? A little hand waving shows the house is on lockdown. Magically, can't just exit through the main doors or windows. Have to find another exit or find a way to end the magical barrier. And the cool thing about this is like the players can try to tell me how they exit. Players can try to figure out what would do these things, what would allow this. Things of that nature would be like secret passage out of the house, a key to open a cellar door to a passageway, killing a certain being will end the spell, or like disrupting a cultist chanting circle ends the barrier, destroying something, a like phylactery of some kind to magically disrupt the barrier. You know, there's all these things, and that's the thing about this type of game is that we want them to have some kind of agency. Think of the level of the players and how much they can do. I want the players to feel somewhat weak. Like, that's the thing. I want that. So, like, I don't want them to be level 5 because then you're real people. I want them to be level 3. I think level 3 is good because you're still squishy. You're still a little bit on the squishy side, you know? And it like brings some fear into like your player dying or something. Undoing a glyph. Yeah. Maybe there's a like shining glyph. I can't spell at all today. I've been doing Dungeons and Dragons stuff today for over 9 hours. I am exhausted. That triggered the barrier. Puzzle to deactivate a magic circle. Yeah. Like, oh, okay, they venture into the basement and find a magic circle of some kind. This kind of stuff takes a little bit more prep, which is okay. But like, these are all really good ideas. Cool. Now, the like last thing I want to do is let's decide what our big bad monster is. The thing that like causes this mayhem. Right? It's definitely some kind of monstrosity, right? Or an aberration. No, I don't want it to be a vampire. You missed this, I think, a little bit before. We're really trying to play on, like, this gluttony and, like, gross blobbiness of something. So we put it in here somewhere. Worship a thing in the basement of the house. Its presence over time has driven them mad. Thing can't leave the premises or dungeons because it's like it's giantly engorged and can't move. They need to use wine bottle Molotovs to burn the place down? Sure. If they can find a place to burn it down, burn it down. Zombie beholder. I know, we did stumble on that, right? A zombie beholder could be a thing. I'm kind of... Yeah, I kind of think that, maybe? I kind of like that. But I want to make it like a beholder, but like it's like this grossly disgusting, oversized, like weird monstrosity of an aberration summoned from the 9 hells or whatever the frick, you know? Like, I like this, but then like you like make it oversized and disgusting and like it's stuck in a hole. Right? And it can't move. It's only fed the things that are like tossed down to it from the cultists and whatever who worship it, you know? I kind of like it. Okay. I think we'll probably just put this as a placeholder for now. We could full Lovecraft it. Yeah, I kind of like it. You're totally right. We don't, like, it's the fear, we add in, like, the fear of the unknown, right? We don't want them to kill it. We don't, like, that's not a thing that I want them to be able to do. We want to create some kind of horror situation where there's no winning. There's only escaping. Like, this is way above your pay grade kind of things. What if they find it and see it? Great. They find it, they see it, and they attempt to do something with it. But it's like one of those things that, like, you can't even approach it. Your mind is being torn apart as you like attempt to behold it in its immense gluttony, right? Yeah, it's just like it's a bunch of tentacles and tongues. Yeah. Very Sarlacc, kind of. You guys like, you know, the Sarlacc from Let me get a good picture of the Sarlacc. Oh, it's a little small, but you should be able to at least see kind of what I'm talking about. Just like, but like gross. Right? Yeah, but like we can give it the beholder traits of like telekinetics, and just like it mind-crushingly immense, like telekinetic power, much like an aboleth. Much like an aboleth. Yeah, you know what? The more I look at the aboleth, the more I'm like, yep, that's the creature. But we make it like an unknown thing. I'm just gonna place this here just for my reference. But like this is like kind of what we're looking at. So what? We already kind of did all of this. Sorry, bud. Like this is, I don't want to. I don't want to step on your toes with your ideas and stuff like that, but we've already, like, this is all the stuff that we did today. So we've kind of already defined what's happening, and we're just wrapping it up. Yeah, so we're kind of just doing that. Sorry, bud. I'm coming to the end of my rope here, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I've been doing stuff for 9.5 hours now. All Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm hitting the end. I'm hitting my edge here. I think what we've got right now works. I think we're going to. Yeah, honestly, I'm just tired, guys. I'm sorry. So I think this is where we're gonna call it for today. For this particular DM prep, we'll have more time next weekend. We'll have more time next weekend to polish this up. The one shot will be October 23rd at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That will be this one shot. Our regularly scheduled show, The Aspects, is on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time next weekend, and I believe the weekend after. I think there's 2 weeks before. Patchwork, thanks for the follow, bud. Much appreciated. Remember to have Papayas mentioned, sure. So we'll have one Sunday. So next week, before the 23rd, we'll be able to polish this up. Hey, Lance. Yeah, dude, I'm glad you were here for, like, dude, I'm so glad you guys stuck around for so long. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, and I appreciate all you guys that really stuck around to the very end of this. the end of my rope, really. So yeah, if you like this kind of Dungeons and Dragons stuff and you're new here, think about hitting that follow button. Additionally, I'm a variety caster as a whole. We do a lot of Dungeons and Dragons focused stuff here, but I also am streaming other games. Like this week, we'll be picking up Divinity Original Sin 2 again with Charlie Pryor, one of our buddies, one of our friends of the show. If you're curious about how that's already gone, you can head on over to the YouTube channel. Over there at the YouTube channel is where all of the aspect stuff has been. Shift! Thanks for the follow, dude. All the aspect stuff has been character creation things, DM prep stuff, as well as all of the things that we've done for Divinity Original Sin 2. And then there's like 300 some odd Let's Plays back when I was actually just doing YouTube. So if you have any interest in that, think about going on over there. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be streaming again. We'll be playing Divinity Original Sin 2 with Charlie Pryor, as just mentioned, and we'll be picking that game back up. It's going to be a good time. We're just leaving Fort Joy for any of you guys that have played that. We've just murdered our way through Fort Joy. It's been good. It's been a good time. Charlie's a good guy, and he does really well with like role-play games and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's probably about it for me this evening. Thank you guys so very much again for all the support from the night. I'll go through all the stuff from again today. Scott's resubscribed at 3 months. He got his new sub badge. Thank you, buddy. Kimma resubscribed for 6 months. She also got her new sub badge. Nolan subscribed at a tier 1. He then gifted a sub to Karmajin, and then gifted another sub to Patchwork. Ricky35 followed. Shima Pen Hero followed. Patchwork followed, and Shift Mies5. I don't know how to say that. I'm just going to call you Shift because I think that's much easier for me to say. Shift also followed. Thank you guys so very much for all of the support from today. Super duper appreciate it. And I will see all of you tomorrow. And until then, later.